Hi guys. So in the last class, we discussed how uh, PPC illustrates the idea of economic growth in the last video. In today's video, we will discuss how PPC illustrates the idea of economic recession, or whenever there is negative growth, whenever there is a fall in the productive potential. So remember, what is the definition of PPC? PPC illustrates different combinations of two goods that can be produced in the economy with full resource utilization and constant technology. And with these two assumptions, we draw the PPC, which illustrates the different combination of two goods. We have good X and good Y. So we have good Y on our Y-axis, it can be any good, and we have good X on our X-axis, it can be any good. So with full resource utilization, we have this PPC. Whenever there is a fall in the productive potential, whenever there is a economic recession, or whenever there is negative growth, what happens is that basically your PPC shifts inward. So there will be an inward shift of your PPC from PPC 1 to PPC 2. So the point which was, let's say, point D, point A, point B, and point C, they illustrate the different combinations we can produce with full resource utilization and constant state of technology when the economy was at PPC 1. But whenever there is a fall in quality or quantity of resources, the PPC will shift inwards from PPC 1 to PPC 2. Whenever there is a fall in either the quantity or quality of resources, the PPC will shift inwards, the PPC will shift backwards from PPC 1 to PPC 2. Now let's discuss what are the reasons for this backward shift of the PPC, or for this fall in the productive potential. Reasons for shifting inwards, for inward shift of PPC can include outward movement of labor force. So whenever there is outward movement, or whenever productive people are migrating abroad, leaving the country, there is a fall in both the quality and the quantity of labor, which is one of your factors of production, which is one of your resources, which will lead to an inward shift of the PPC or fall in the productive potential. Similarly, we have war, natural disasters, wars, natural disasters also adversely affect your population, affect your labor force. They also destroy your infrastructure. And whenever the infrastructure is destroyed, the cost of production will increase because there will be more time consumed, and the transportation cost will also go up for moving raw materials, for moving your products from one place to another. Similarly, we have fall in technology, or whenever the level of technology goes down in the economy, it will adversely affect your productive potential, leading to an inward shift of the PPC. Other reasons can include government policies. So let's say if the government policies are not investor friendly, or businesses are not accepting the policies of the government, such as high taxation, high corporate taxes, policies like nationalization, then there will be an outward flight of capital. Businesses will leave the country and businesses will not invest in the country, which will lead to an inward shift of the PPC, because there will be less production taking place, there will be less employment in the economy, and less goods will be produced. And whenever there is an inward shift of the PPC, it will lead to fall in production. It can lead to higher unemployment. It can lead to less exports and more imports. And it can also result in fall in living standard. So the living standard will also fall because of all of these results, like fall in the production, higher unemployment, less exports, and more imports.